Hi, everyone. So I wanted to do a reading for the week ahead, just to see what's unfolding for the week ahead, because this is a very interesting week in the sense that we started the week with a full moon in Gemini, which is all about closures and bringing things to completion and releasing things and letting things go. But we're ending the week with the winter solstice, which is about creating a new path and opening new doors. So it'll be interesting to see if the energy flows with a closure of something and the opening of something else, or perhaps it might bring out where we still have some blockages or things that we as a collective still have to work on when it comes to making our new plans and making even our resolutions for the new year. So interestingly enough, we're starting with the energy of the devil. And this is an energy of being tied to something, to feel as though you cannot release something, to feel like something may have some kind of control over you. But it's interesting that we're starting the reading of the week out with the devil energy, which hopefully means, but we'll see as we go. But hopefully this means that this is an energy that we are releasing before the winter solstice. But let's see what else comes out. The devil energy is also very good at preventing us from hearing our soul's calling or the excuses we make for not pursuing our soul's calling. So then we have the Star, the Hermit, the Chariot. What is going on? Look at all this major. The Fool, you guys. All right, what's underneath? The King of Swords, the Ten of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Swords. And then under that, we have the Four of Wands. Wow. How many majors are here? 6 majors in a 10-card spread. Okay, so let's get into it. So this is what I was saying, and this is a very good sign that the devil is coming in with the Star. So that's really strongly telling me that whatever your attachments were, whatever the details were that you were kind of ignoring, red flags that you were ignoring, you're starting to heal from that, and you're starting to detach from this devil energy and starting to really listen to what is calling you, is really the whatever was preventing you from hearing your deepest calling. You are moving away from that and you are healing. And this is the card of hope, that there is hope that you can rise above this devil energy. And I believe that the energy that we were just in yesterday with the full moon in Gemini really probably helped you, because there's 2 major arcana here, which is really about the universe sort of doing the work for you, but in the background and sometimes in a very subtle way. So you might not have even known that the universe, with the help of the full moon in Gemini, is what was helping you to release whatever this toxic energy, whatever these attachments were, whatever it was that you were holding on to. It looks like that full moon in Gemini has really helped you to release it. So I'm really happy to see the Star there. So because of that, you're really being asked to go inward and get your own opinions on things and to really listen to your soul's deepest calling, which is what the Hermit does. The Hermit goes inward and listens only to their own highest self, their inner child, their inner knowing, their meditations, their epiphanies. The Hermit doesn't get any outside information. It all comes from within. And so that's what you're really being asked to do right now. So you released something with the devil, but now with the Hermit, you're being asked to really go in and listen. What is it? What is that call? What is that thing that just keeps nudging at you, to really find out what that is? Because whatever that is, you're going to really triumph and really have a lot of success with that. You're really going to be able to take off with whatever you're being nudged to do. But in order to understand that nudge, you really have to go inward. So that's what you're really being asked to do this week. This feels like a really big week. I'm really glad I pulled this energy, because I was sensing that with just the way that we were coming in and out of the week. So it does kind of look like there's going to be some challenges here for you. Only in the sense that whenever I see the Fool card, it's a difficult energy in the sense that you really have to take a risk. When you're being asked to take a leap of faith, that's not an easy thing to do. In fact, that's one of the hardest things to do. I mean, anyone who's ever done a trust fall or anything of that nature where you just have to put all your full faith and trust in something else, it can be very tricky, and it's asking you to take a risk. So there is something that you're being asked to jump into this week because your vibration is rising. Obviously, your vibration is rising. You have the Star, the Hermit, the Chariot, the Fool, the Hierophant. You're rising way above whatever this devil energy was. You have just left this behind you. And so you're being asked to really jump into whatever it is that the Hermit in you is telling you, whatever is nudging you to move that forward, even if it feels like you're taking a risk. It's telling you to still do that. And with the Hierophant being here, there is probably someone in your energy, some kind of help that you can find when it comes to whatever this is that you are pursuing. So it doesn't have to be an oracle in your life. It doesn't have to be like the traditional sense of the Hierophant. You don't have to climb up to the top of the mountain to find the guru to get your answers. I mean, it could be something like if you're taking a leap towards a business that's been calling you, that your soul has been calling out for you to do, for example. This could just simply be going to talk to a lender, a financial advisor. But this is just saying that if you feel like you're taking a risk, it's okay to find professional help, people that will help you do it. So if your soul is calling you to paint a picture, for example, you might read up on that particular type of style of painting that you're doing, or go to a gallery and look at people before you who have been successful and be inspired. So that could mean anything, but make it make sense for you that this is very strongly saying that there's a spiritual calling for you that you already are well aware of. It's calling you inside, and to really take that leap and to know that there are resources around you and to use those resources if you're not trusting that you're going to not land softly when you make this jump, to that there are people and resources available to you depending on what your situation is. So make that make sense for you, but that's what that's really strongly telling me. There is a message coming through here with the King of Swords. So this is representing you in this reading. And the King of Swords is someone who is really not all that attached to any kind of an outcome. He is very intelligent, very strategic, makes a lot of plans, but he's also fearless. So it's really, this energy for you is really saying that, with this, you embodying this energy, it's time for you to strike out on your own. And whatever your over dependencies, codependencies, addictions, habits, whatever it was that you had before that you are releasing and healing from, you're now sitting squarely in this energy where you can say, I don't need that anymore. I have no expectation with that anymore. I'm sticking a fork in that forever. That is done like dinner. And I can move on from all of that. And also because the King of Swords is here and is such an intelligent strategist, that even if you feel like you're taking a risk in whatever the situation is, if you're starting a new business, if you're starting a new creative endeavor, if you're starting a new spiritual path, even if you feel like it's a risk, with you sitting in this King of Swords energy, it's really telling me that it's a calculated risk. It's not something that you're doing on a whim. You've put a lot of thought into it. You know what to do. You've crossed your T's. You've dotted your I's. You have perhaps sought professional advice. And so in that case, it's still a risk, but it's a calculated risk. It's one that's worth whatever the losses could be. So, and since that message is coming through so strongly and there's so much major arcana, I can't help but believe the universe is going to have your back. Whatever this risk is that you're taking, whatever it is that you're starting to do, whatever it is you're being pulled and called to do. And a lot of it is happening subtly behind the scenes for you and you don't even know it. And I know that because there's just so much major arcana before you even show up in this reading. It's like the universe is like really pushing you through this. The universe is these two horses just kind of driving your chariot forward. So then it looks like the end of the week then, as we move into the winter solstice, is you have this energy of the Three of Wands, which is an energy of manifestation. It's an energy of waiting. It's an energy of knowing that someday, somewhere, this thing that you have taken a leap towards, that the universe is really pushing you towards, your inner knowing is really nudging you towards, that you know this thing is going to happen, but you're going to leave the week really believing that this is coming for you. You just don't know exactly when. Everything, of course, is in the universe's timing, but obviously the universe, you are co-creating most certainly with the universe right now, because there is so much here that represents the universe. So I think with this Seven of Swords coming in with the Three of Wands, this is really about not taking any shortcuts right now. This is about using everything you have, using all of your resources, using your intuition, your intellect, your hermit energy to get the answers to the questions that you have, to listen to those nudges. Use your King of Swords energy to really use your intellect, to use the healing energy of the star to really use your intuition, and also to use any kinds of outside resources that come to you in order for you to achieve your dreams. And then if you recall, underneath here, we have the Four of Wands, which this is about setting a foundation. This is about establishing something, making something very secure, and knowing that you did it on your own. There's no other person showing up in this reading except perhaps a professional advisor. So there aren't any personal relationships in here that are getting in your way. It's like everything that you did here, everything that you're doing, everything that you're pursuing, you did it on your own. You didn't ask permission from anyone else. You just knew what your inner world was calling towards you, was nudging you towards. You just knew it. And so you went for it. You're going to take that leap this week, even though it's going to feel challenging, but you know it's a calculated risk. And you're going to leave this week and enter the winter solstice knowing that whatever you just put out there is coming back to you, that it's coming back in for you. Your manifestations are coming in. So that is the weekly reading, and the energy did not disappoint. So I'm really glad that we sat down and did this. So please let me know if this was resonant for you, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.